The surge in Israeli-Palestinian violence has reached an intensity not seen in years. As Sunday marked the bloodiest day of violence, from West Asia to Canada, pro-Palestinian groups are demanding Israel to cease military action and stop the evictions of Palestinians from their homes in Sheikh Jarrah. Hundreds of Jordanian protesters have started to take to the streets of the capital city of Amman. Many of them gathered outside the Israeli embassy to condemn the ongoing military strikes against Gaza Strip. Police pushed and beat some demonstrators who refused to leave the protest area. Some of them have also been arrested. Demonstrators chanted slogans against Israel. They called on the Jordanian government to annul its peace treaty with Israel, expel the Israeli ambassador, and to close its embassy. Lebanese citizens have stepped up their demonstrations against the Israeli forces. It's the third day of protests in Lebanon. Protests have spilled over the border area of Lebanon and Israel after a 21-year-old protester was killed in a scuffle. Security presence on both sides of the border has been beefed up.
نحن جايين من أقصى الشمال منطقة الضنية، جايين حتى نقول لأخواننا وأهلنا بفلسطين نحن معكم قلبا وقالبا، وبالتالي إن شاء الله هذه معركتكم معركتنا، والنصر بإذن الله سبحانه وتعالى سيكون للمقاومة في فلسطين رغم أنف العدو.
Hundreds of activists from the Imamia Students Organization staged a protest in the city of Karachi in Pakistan. Protesters set fire to Israeli flags and carried pro-Palestinian placards, chanting "Down with the United States" and Israel as they marched through the city. Montreal police used tear gas following clashes between pro-Israel and pro-Palestinian protesters. Several hundred demonstrators draped in Israeli flags had gathered in a central Montreal square to express solidarity with the Jewish state. Although the protest started peacefully, tensions ratcheted up with the arrival of pro-Palestinian demonstrators, and clashes soon broke out. After the violence increased, Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau has condemned what he said was despicable rhetoric and violence we saw on display in some protests this weekend.